Okay, let's continue with number 17. Letter A says, what is similar about the location of neon and argon in the periodic table? So if you have your periodic table in front of you, you can see that they are both in the same column, which is up and down. So letter B says, compare the force of attraction between the outer level electron and the nucleus for argon and neon. So if you compare them, you see that each has a +8 attraction in the nucleus. Okay? So the next question is, using your answers from 15b and 17b, what can be said about the elements in the same column and the force of attraction between their outer energy levels and nucleus? Okay, well, going back to 15b, we were talking about atom A, B, and C, which we figured out was sodium, lithium, and hydrogen, and we figured out that they all have a +1 in their outer electrons, okay, and they're in the same column. Okay, so now this question's asking, what do they have in common? So we can say that elements in the same column have the same attraction between the nucleus and the outer level of electrons. Okay, number 18 says, atom A is larger than atom B. The attraction between the nucleus and outer level electron is equal in atom A and B. So what other reason could there be for atom A's larger size? Propose an explanation based on the structure of atoms A and B. Okay, well, atom A has an additional level of electrons, and each additional level increases the size of an atom. So when we go back to the structure, okay, so you see that atom A has 1, 2, 3 electron shells, while atom B has 2, and atom C only has 1. So the more they have, then hold on, where am I? Oh, so as it increases the size of an atom, the more levels you have. Okay, so question 19 says, which is larger, neon or argon, and why? So argon is largest because it has the additional energy level. So if you look at figure 16, argon has 3 shells while neon has only 2. Okay, so let's go back to this one. So neon, question number 16, and it shows neon has a +10 charge, so it has one here. So 1 outer electron, 2 outer electrons, or shells, 2 shells I mean. And argon has 3 shells. You have the outer shell, or the inner shell, then you have the outer shell filled with 8, and then you have the third outer shell. So argon's bigger because it has more shells. Okay, number 20. In general, there is a trend in sizes of atoms as you move down a column of the periodic table. Letter A says, what is this trend? So as you move down a column, atoms get larger. So as you move down the column, the atoms get larger and the more electron shells they have. So B says, why does this trend exist? So going down a column also means that the number of energy levels increases, which causes the atoms to be bigger. So which is what I just said earlier, as the more you go down, the energy level increases, so more atoms you have to fill up those energy shells, so the more shells you have. Okay, listing elements from smallest to largest. So 21, using basically everything that we've learned, you want to list all of these elements from smallest to largest. So you're comparing K, AS, and BR. So if you find them, BR has +35 charge, and I just listed the charges on here. So then you would go through and find out the smallest to largest. So A, the smallest is BR, then comes AS, then K. For letter B, it's PSBN, and the smallest is N, then P, then SB, and for letter C, it's S, CA, MG, CL, and the smallest is CL, S, MG, and then CA. Okay, and we're going to do the skills practice in the next presentation.